And when we look at the roofing industry in general, you see the industry in business for one reason: to stay in business. Mm-hmm. In fact, most of the transactions that happen inside of the roofing industry have nothing to do with the owner. You have the manufacturer that makes the material, that sells their material to the contractor. The contractor chooses whichever is the cheapest. There may be a consultant involved. There may be an insurance company involved. And then ultimately, that manufacturer's products go onto a building, but it's got to go through a contractor. There's favoritism. There's kickbacks. There's a whole bunch of things. But the only everybody makes a profit in the process. And they make millions or if not billions of dollars. And the only person that's left at the end of it with roof leaks is the owner. And when we think about it, the only thing that's left over when a contractor leaves is the material that's left on the building. So you have labor, overhead, profit, and taxes, and a couple other ancillaries that go into a project, and the only thing that's left is the material. Mm-hmm. And then we see the material in the industry becoming easier and easier to install, but also being thinner and weaker and more fragile that are going onto a roof. So let's go back. We go back to the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and into the 90s. We had a 4 or a 5 ply built up roof that had layers of asphalt in between all those separate layers.
That's a long time.
Multiple layers of redundancy, and now we're down to a single ply that's less than the thickness of a dime or a quarter. Mm-hmm. The goal of this is to educate and make the facilities manager more educated on arguably the most costly expense that they're ever going to put into their buildings. Or if they manage a campus in the sense of an institution, they're going to manage 50, 60, or maybe more than 100 buildings. How do we make life, and how can the industry make life simple for the end user?